Hi there, welcome back to Scribbles and Ink Stains. The purpose of today's video is to do a little unboxing and set up my standard size fake traveler's notebook for a trip that my husband and I are about to take out west for vacation. We're going to do some hiking and sketching in the national parks out there, and I am super excited. The Midori full-size traveler's notebook in my stash is one that I really haven't used for anything. So I decided that this would be my one journal that I pack on that trip. And I'll basically be using it in two different ways. Number one is sketching and watercoloring as we're hiking. So I feel like this is quite portable for a setup. It can actually fit in the backpack that I'll be carrying with me. And I elected to go with watercolors instead of oil paints in my Postcard box because I just don't know that I'll be able to put my hands on turpentine or any other kind of like walnut oil solvent. Just would be too difficult to fly with those things. Watercolors, pen and ink will be the medium of choice, and I'll bring my iPad for some digital artistry. All right, and the other thing this planner needs to be able to do is, of course, be my daily carry while we're out there. I will not pack multiple journals, and that means I'll be leaving behind my Hobonichi daily carry and my other journals that I work in daily. So this stack, which is sort of my current go-to, will be replaced for the week by this. I really need to be intentional about what I pack, what pens I bring, art supplies, not only that, but how I set up this journal. So today I thought you could join me as I unbox a very small stationery stash from Amazon and set up my traveler's notebook for Bryce Canyon and Zion National Park out there in Utah. I will be bringing two books. One of them, these are both Moterm books that came with this Moterm Traveler's Notebook order. One of them is just a grid. I think that's about 5 millimeters. I've already started with writing out a trip itinerary, and then the other book that I'll bring with me is a sketchbook. Now, I am not familiar with this as far as paper quality, so I'll have to do some tests. So I have some stickers, I have some alphabet stamps, all from my stash or created by me. But let's go ahead and unpackage the little bundle that came in the mail today from Amazon. Now, I'm not smart enough with money to hesitate to buy the branded traveler notebook stuff, but every once in a while I do get concerned about my stationery expenses, but frankly in this instance, mostly for convenience and quick shipping, I ordered from Amazon these little accessories. I'm gonna uncrinkle everything and then we'll talk and I'll set them up. This was a bundle. It has the little manila folder where I can stash stickers and whatnot, although I don't know how many stickers I'm going to bring. It has one of the vinyl pouches with business card sizes. I'm not going to bring my little printer, but this will allow me to bring, I don't know, additional stickers and whatnot. I doubt I'll stash any credit cards in there. And then it has the zipper pouch for my water brush and things that I want to bring with me. Alright, so it's kind of a generic knockoff made in China, but it has a couple extra rubber bands, which is quite nice. I will pack those with me. I did order a pencil board. This one is Traveler's Notebook. No, TurokoDesign.com. I do enjoy having the gridded paper to use as a pencil board if I decide to write any on my drawings. It's nice to be able to have a straight line on that blank paper. Okay, so pencil board. I did purchase one of the cloth packs. I doubt this is made as well as the Traveler's Notebook branded pouch, but I love the color, and I'm generally of the opinion that the more pockets, the better. So this is an open envelope pocket. Maybe I'll bring some stamps and postage. I have something really exciting to share with you that I made after taking a Skillshare class. This is by no means sponsored by Skillshare, but Lisa Bardot, one of my favorite illustrators on YouTube, has done a couple of classes, and it was really synchronistic, but she has a new class out where she shows you how to create these vintage postcard illustrations in Procreate. And so I did that course on Skillshare, and I created a little illustration which I printed on sticker paper to use in my notebooks. So I did a couple of drawings, just doodling around with potential designs to use on my postcard. And this is the actual illustration. This happens to me all the time in Procreate. I end up somehow creating little unintentional marks which get saved with the design. So that was a little bit sloppy of me. But I was able to lay out that postcard before I picked up those accidental designs, and super cute. So I'll be printing a few of these on cardstock, and I will travel out there with my own postcard design so I can pop those in the mail to family and whatnot. I highly recommend Skillshare for a variety of excellent Illustrator or computer courses. If you would like to give it a try, again, this is not sponsored, but there is an affiliate link in my description box below that will give you a free month, and it will gift me $15, I believe, as an Amazon gift certificate by way of thanks. So I would be super grateful if you're interested, if you would click on that link and sign yourself up. I think that's enough of that plug. Let's look at setting up my notebooks. Okay, so I think on the cover I'm going to use the full-size postcard sticker and some of these large alphabet stamps from CarrieBradford.com. I love her sets. They sell out pretty quickly. If the scale is wrong, let's see, Utah. Yeah, I will not be able to get the text and the year. So I think what I'll do is use this size and then stamp the date below. So we'll go something like that. I'm going to take the book out so I can get a really flat surface for stamping. And do something like that so I get good contact. I'm using this little VersaMagic ink in Midnight Black. There's always that moment when I'm stamping something where I look through the clear acrylic and think, oh my god, did I misspell that? But I think we are good. 2022 I'm going to have to do in 2 parts. Funny story. You have to be a little bit careful with stamps because although these are larger than the one I had my little accident with, but I had a really tiny little stamp, a coffee bean or something like that, and I usually just clean them in our master bedroom sink, and I dropped it and it went down the drain, and it just got hung up on the little drain catch, was teetering there, about to go over, and I was able to save it with my long tweezers, my scrapbooking tweezers, so I count myself lucky. That was an important lesson. So now I close the drain every time I am rinsing my little stamps, and I just use hand soap and they clean right up. Oops, that was a little wonky. So I'm gonna purposely make that a little wonky too. Handmade, right? So basically I just rinse these off in the bathroom and let them air dry, and then I'll hook them back to their original mylar and store them away. Okay, now I get to fight my sticker paper. I do not have a Silhouette, or what's the other one? Cricut. I just print my stickers on some premium label stickers that I get from Amazon. Consequently, I get to struggle with peeling the label backing off. I don't do a lot of stickers, and if I did, I would be fine investing in those machines. Honestly, I don't know what model I would get though, and I don't really have any intentions of selling through Etsy. I'm good just with that. I think I will put this design down in the description box just as a free shareable. If you would like to print your own Bryce Canyon postcard, you're welcome to go down there and get it. Okay, so there is my little cover. Super exciting. Let's put this pig together. I did get some little stickers just from my local Michaels that are regionally aligned with our trip. So let's look at an overview of how I ended up putting together my travelers with the various folders and whatnot that I purchased from Amazon. As an overview, I ended up getting a cloth pouch with a zipper, a plastic pouch with a little Ziploc, a paper folder, and a pencil board. I did already have 2 books on hand, and I have a third, which I'll talk about in a moment. That's our overview. The cloth pouch and the plastic pouch, I'm ending up with just ephemera and stickers that I'm bringing with me. I haven't filled up these sleeves. I'll probably bring maybe some pictures of my dog who will not be joining us on this trip. Maggie will be staying at the 5 Points Pet Resort, which is a really swanky little pet resort that has video feeds where you can log in over Wi-Fi and watch your dog. You can schedule play dates, and we really like it. It's a little loud, I think, for Maggie. Probably like most other kennels, you can't dress up a pig after a certain point. There are dogs who bark nonstop, probably 24/7, so by the end of the week she will be a little bit frazzled, but she will be part of the mayhem, so she'll enjoy at least part of it. Okay, so I've got those little ephemera pouches at the front. I've got the dot grid, which I've already a little bit pre-decorated with some stickers. I've got the second book, which is plain paper, and I did a little watercoloring / gouache paint session, which I will not bore you with, but basically I wanted to test out this paper before I committed to this as my watercolor notebook. And if you've done any urban sketching, you probably have already come to the same conclusion that I did, which is that this paper is woefully inadequate for watercoloring. So what I'm going to do is swap this idea for a Tomo River insert. And I've already stamped it with Utah and the date. So basically I'll have 2 inserts, one dedicated for sketching and watercoloring, and the other dedicated to journaling and ephemera and documenting with words. I think the last thing I want to do probably is go ahead and use this illustration since I suffered through it. If you're interested, I'm happy to let me know in the comments below. I've already filmed the footage if you'd like a little time lapse of, we can't even call this urban sketching, this was really just a trial run. And I'm going to, should I decorate my cover? Should I decorate there? Should I just use it as, I think I'll just do this. Make sure I get this in there right side up. And really pressed into the crease. That concludes my travel journal setup. I am so excited. I hope you're all able to hit the road again. I'll tell you what, between the cost of airfare and the cost of gas and the cost of groceries and the cost of everything else, it was tempting to just stay local, but it's been so long since my husband and I have traveled together, so I am really pumped for this trip. So that is our plan. Thanks so much for spending a little bit of time with me. And if you're able to travel, let me know in the comments if you're able to go anywhere. I feel that we're also starved for travel, that we need to share that information and live vicariously through each other's adventures. Thanks again. Ciao.